Yeah, if I know you don't watch the show, but like, if anybody even like suggests a spoiler, you know, you have free reign to time them out. But yeah, all those characters were from the show and books and stuff. I probably should have read that instead of reading chat. Oops. Horsey.
The great Jaime Lannister, Kingslayer, Oathbreaker, brought to his knees
Oh, that's
by
Jaime
the men
Lannister.
of the North.
He looks so weird in this
Free
game.
by the women. You'd think he'd done it himself the way he tells it. Lord Forrester's sword won't clean itself, you know.
Hold on. Where's subtitles? Subtitles. Okay. Sorry about that. Resume.
You know. Make sure it's spotless this time. Lord Forrester won't be happy with blood and brains all over it. Go on. It's only blood.
Wow, that's a magical cloth right there.
Ah, it's a proper sword.
I'll have one like it myself someday.
You'll never have a sword like that. I say that as a friend. And if we're being honest, you are just a squire.
Oh, don't be an arsehole.
Oh, so this is a prequel.
Apologies, your lordship.
I had a hand in it, you know.
A hand in what?
Capturing him.
He was nowhere near the Kingslayer at the Whispering Wood. He was so drunk he barely made it out of his tent. Next he'll tell us he caught Tyrion too.
You think he's lying?
Nor never lets the truth stand.
Yeah, he's like super young here.
You captured the Kingslayer?
Aye. Well, I had a hand in it.
Aye. A hand round his ankle as 10 others took him down.
See? What do I tell you?
Brought him to his knees.
Lord Forrester.
But not before he dragged you halfway across the battlefield on your face.
You're questioning Norrin's honor.
I'm questioning Norrin's story, which grows more far-fetched every time he tells it.
Get your liege lord some wine. Go on. It's your job.
You do it.
You do it.
You're his squire. It's your job, not mine.
That's Bowen?
Thank you, Garrett. I'll do it.
There's so many names I've forgotten. Like,
Norrin's family has faithfully served House Forrester for centuries.
is that the psychotic guy?
His honor is beyond reproach, and House Tully is forever in his debt. They've never seen a field ploughed so well as the day the Kingslayer dragged poor Norrin across the battlefield. Fetch your cup. Tonight we celebrate.
He looks so baby-faced in this game.
To Robb Stark, the King in the North!
The King
in the North!
Oh, is this a different
We
Lannister?
march on Casterly Rock, and House Forrester has been given the greatest honor to lead the Young Wolf's army and ride as the vanguard.
I really should have read
Lots of
the intro instead of reading chat.
Casterly Rock!
Get to the Lannisters.
The winter's coming!
Winter is coming.
Let's hope it waits till this bloody war's over.
Got it.
Oh, it's Garrett.
Yes,
I don't
my
know who
lord.
that is.
I need you.
Clearly I don't know what's going on right now.
As his father, I could not be more proud of the man he's become. On a night like this, men find false courage at the bottom of their cups. I'd rather he were here.
Yes, my lord.
There's also the question of what's to be done with you. It's been on my mind for a while now. Something must be done.
With me, my lord.
You've served House Forrester well for several years now. but I can't expect you to squire forever. How shall I reward your loyalty? What can I offer you? You serve me well.
To bring honour to House Forrester, my lord.
You have more honour than those who were born to it. There were those who had their doubts when your uncle put forth your name as my squire. Now you've erased those doubts entirely. It would be an honour to see you riding by Roderick's side in the vanguard tomorrow. Not
Isn't
as a
Roderick
squire,
a bad
but
guy?
as the equal of any man who serves House Forrester. It's well deserved, Garrett. Your hard work has paid off.
So I'm no longer a squire.
As of tomorrow, no. But for now, keep this between us.
Having...
We're celebrating tonight.
It's like I never had problems when I was watching the show, but now that I don't have the faces to go with it,
Find Roderick.
it's like I forget who's who.
I will, my lord. Thank you.
Bloody hell. Empty. Squire, fetch us more wine.
More
Give
wine.
me a hand. Come on. Make it up to you.
Fine, but you owe me.
Oh, you? I've been a squire longer than you have. I outrank you. Fetch more wine, scrub my armor, clean my boots. Just my luck to end up with Norin while you serve the Lord. Let him fetch his own wine for once. He's a drunk, a liar, and an arrogant prick.
It's your job to do the work and stop complaining.
You try squiring for Norin and see how much you like it. See, that's where you're lucky. Lord.
Alright. Intro text. For thousands of years, House Forrester has been loyal bannermen to House Stark. In the darkest reaches of the Wolf's Wood, they harvest the rare ironwood trees. Now the North has been ripped apart by war, and rival houses seek to claim Forrester Ironwood for themselves. The fate House Forrester hangs in the balance. So who am I? I don't even remember who I'm playing as.
And slop. Well, maybe I'd think saddling his horse was the...
Actually, hold on. Gregor Roderick. Wait, Tuttle? So this isn't even a Lannister? Where'd I... That's him, isn't it? No, it's that... He's not blonde enough. Or is that him? I don't know. I don't know who I am right now.
Shit, shovel and slop. Well, maybe I'd think saddling his horse was the greatest honor in the Seven Kingdoms. I suppose this beats pig farming. But
Bacon.
not by much.
Who doesn't love bacon?
Okay, I'm Tuttle.
Ah, pig farmers.
He looked the
All
same,
I'm
but
saying
his hair was different.
At this rate, we'll never be more than this, which is nothing. The lowest of the low. For all I know, we could be squires for life. Pulling wine around a fucking wedding. What a waste of fucking time.
Not me.
What?
Tomorrow I ride with Roderick and Lord Forrester.
Sir Garrett the fucking Great.
Yeah, I'm mixing him up.
Unbelievable. Maybe if my uncle were Castellan, I'd be getting promoted too.
Who my uncle is has nothing to do with it.
He's got Lord Forrester's ear, doesn't he? I'm sure it didn't hurt.
Well, the show and
How much
like
further?
book, they have so many different
Right
like
over there.
families and houses and the Red Wedding. Oh God, no!
Take your time.
You lot have drunk your share. Good thing Lord Walder's in a generous mood.
Fucking phrase.
Uh
Nice
oh.
night for a wedding.
Uh oh. Uh oh.
Not often he finds a willing husband for one of his daughters.
So this takes place during season
Don't
3.
expect me to carry it for you, Sir Garrett. What? What's wrong?
Uh-oh.
What's gotten into you? You're acting rather odd.
We need to get back. Now.
They're fine, they can wait.
No, you
Nope.
don't understand.
Get out of there.
You need to go.
Then take the fucking flagon already.
What's wrong with him? Something the matter?
Owen, we have to go.
You go if you're in such a rush.
Uh-oh. Warn him.
Warn the others.
Good luck.
Oh, snap. He wouldn't listen. We tried to warn him. That's on him, not me. You know, how many times do we have to tell that guy we should go, but he didn't want to listen.
Gift from the king.
So far, the gameplay is like a lot smoother than other Telltale games, like the animations and stuff.
Ready, boys! Whoa! Shoot that one!
Shoot that one! What? Oh crap. Oh snap, that was Wolverine. Got the Wolverine mutton chops.
Look out!
Oh, crap, I was too busy looking at the card, I didn't see the arrow. No, would that be that he stuck his neck out for me? Struggle! The struggle's real! Horses, help me! This dude gonna get trampled? Bye! Oh, snap.
Good fucking riddance.
Ooh, yeah, arrow through the back of his neck.
Garrett, did you find Roderick?
Speak up, Garrett.
Did you see him or not?
I tried to save him, but there was nothing I could do.
Where's my squire? You didn't leave him, did you?
Yes.
What happened to him? Speak up, boy.
He was supposed to follow
I
me.
didn't leave him, but I couldn't save him.
He was supposed to follow me. I didn't leave him. I told him to follow me. That doesn't count as leaving him. Okay, I was reading chat there, my bad. Reading chat during this is hard. Oh! Critical hit.
You fucking traitor!
Go, my lord, while there's still time.
Seven hells.
We have to keep moving, my lord.
I'd never make it. They'll hunt us down like dogs.
All the praise this time's over.
This with you, lad. Return it to Ironrath, where it belongs. There's no time to waste.
Grab. Press X to funeral. Or grieve, or whatever.
You have to go.
I will do as you command, my lord.
You have served me well. I know I can count on you. Tell your uncle. Tell him. The North Grove must never be lost. Tell no one but him. Do you understand? You must swear. Tell only your Uncle Duncan.
Uncle Duncan. Donuts.
I swear that I will, my lord.
Hey, it's those Foresters.
On your honor, you must do this for your house. Go!
Kill those fucking Foresters!
You shall not pass. Okay, don't look back. He's buying you time. What are you doing? He's buying you time. Don't just stand there. I hate when people do that. It's like my least favorite thing. Because it's like, oh, I'm giving my life to buy you time, but you're just going to stand there and watch like an idiot. Oh, the theme! Yes! Goosebumps. Well, considering the fact that that was the Red Wedding, that could have gone a lot worse. Because in the show, the Red Wedding was like 1,000 times more shocking. Well, yeah, the Walking Dead and stuff did that too. Like, he'll remember that, but even though they're gonna die, like, in the next scene. I guess it's hard to not remember that when you only have 5 minutes left to live. Oh! Is that the same pig who Lily just dropped dead?
Blood.
Oh, everything next to this guy dies.
Fresh.
Has he met anybody or any living thing that hasn't died as soon as he gets near them? Where's his ShamWow? His sword is bloody. Yeah, this game runs a lot smoother than other Telltale games. So far, it's a lot better. The pig is dead. The pig will remember that. Oh, Lord Bolton. I know who that is. Aw, that's an innocent pig. Quick, other pig, run!
Move along, boy. There's nothing for you here.
Father.
I said move on. Unless you want to get fed to the fucking pigs.
I will defend these pigs!
Is that so? You can try if you like.
And then we'll feed you to the pigs.
Get off.
What do you mean you just killed all the pigs except for that one?
This is Bolton land now, boy.
Michael Bolton?
is the new Warden of the North. I reckon he'd like a proper lordly sword like that. No. I'll have that sword, boy.
This isn't a sword boy, this is a sword man.
Aye. You'll have it.
Yeah. Oh. I wonder if the touchpad works on this game.
Alright. Finish this fucking pig farmer. Pathetic. You really are a pig farmer, aren't you?
Nope, touchpad does not work. Kind of a missed opportunity, if you ask me. Oh, snap. I like how he couldn't beat him with a sword, but he's using them with farm tools instead. Ow! Armbar! Do an armbar! RKO!
Mercy, please.
This is Game of Thrones.
I have a family. They'll never survive without me. I have no quarrel with you.
This is Game of Thrones. There's no mercy.
No, please. Lord Whitehill will see you hang for this. That much I promise.
Father?
You don't show mercy in Game of Thrones.
You survived. Your sister. Oh, she hid.
I swear, every time a Telltale character gets, like, beaten up, they have, like, the same facial bruises on every character. Like, the same spot, it looks like. Wow, this is really sad that those pigs died.
Kill the men who did this.
Kill the men who killed our pigs. Oh, and my dad.
It's Garrett. Get the Castellan.
He should have gone to Garrett.
Garrett.
I was too late. They were already dead.
Because everything around this guy
Meet us in the
dies.
Great Hall, quickly.
If I were you guys, I would run away.
Two Whitehill soldiers?
And a Bolton.
Walk into a bar.
They killed my family. And for what? My sister, she was only 8 years old.
This never would have happened with the Starks in power. It's unimaginable. Unacceptable. You have my condolences.
Thank you, Maester.
The blade cut deep, but I should be able to save your leg.
Yay.
Your justice was swift. Some will call it vengeance. No doubt the Whitehills will claim it was murder. It was your family. I can't say I would have done any different than you.
I had no choice. I mean,
Whitehills
technically I had a choice, but...
They attacked me. I had no choice but to defend myself.
Of course. and we can't let the White Elves just walk all over us. These maggots ought to help prevent infection.
Yeah,
Hold the wound open
there
for
you
me,
go.
would you?
Ew. Still not as graphic as Walking Dead. Festering wounds.
Dark days, I fear. To lose the lord of the house and the eldest son through such a despicable act of treachery and betrayal. Greater houses than ours have fallen in times such as this. The late Lord Forrester was a good man. And poor Roderick. A serious man, but he would have made a good lord.
Our house will never fall.
By the gods, let's hope you're right. The future of this house is in Lord Ethan's hands now, although he is young and altogether unprepared to lead. Right. This might hurt a bit.
Because all that other stuff was peachy.
Hold this for me, will you?
Thanks for the advance warning there, pal.
I understand from your uncle that Lord Forrester saved your life.
He did.
Rather odd, though, that he chose to save you, his squire, and not his son Roderick.
Oh yeah,
Not
that guy.
He couldn't handle himself. He was as good with a sword as any man I've seen. It's unfortunate the Citadel doesn't train maesters in the art of warcraft.
That's not how it happened. Roderick had already fallen.
Although I'd imagine Lord Forrester would sacrifice himself to save anyone from his house, high or low. Lady Forrester will be here any moment now. I'd like you to walk for me first, to see if you can put any weight on that leg.
Think of all the maggots squirming around in his leg right now.
Go on. Don't stop now.
Festering.
It's better to let the blood circulate.
Festering. I'm gonna look at this chair. I'm gonna look out this window.
The Ironwood Grove.
Maybe they'll hatch into caterpillars. And then butterfrees. And then weedles. Science. Mira?
Mira. Still in King's Landing, I suppose. Although, I wonder if they'll bring her home.
This is like very sensitive mouse control. Not mouse, joystick.
Asher. Exiled to Essos, unfortunately. Talia and Ethan. I suppose Lord Ethan now. Lady Forrester. She's always been kind to me. Treated me like I was a Forrester myself. Ryan. Never easy being the fourth-born son.
It's not easy being any son in this game
Lord
or
Forrester.
series.
It was an honour to squire for him. Gregor the Good. Roderick. He was our best warrior by far.
Until... Was he the guy who got crushed by a horse?
You seem to be favouring it. Always sad to see a warrior lose a leg.
I'm fine, Maestro Tengrin. Look, I'll show you.
Dance. Touch it. Touch the bucket.
Rather cute little creature. aren't they?
I guess.
They're adorable. I like how there's just like a whole bucket of them and there's only like 2 rendered ones on top. He died from horsing around. There you go. He tried screaming for help, but his voice was a little hoarse.
This might help.
show sword to?
I may be mistaken.
Okay, thankfully this
Good
wasn't
thing you've done, bringing
like,
that back to House Forrester.
Wolf,
By right,
where
that belongs
showing
to
your
Lord
sword
Ethan
means
now.
smashing it across his face
That
like
sword's
glass.
been handed down through 50 generations of Forresters.
I wonder if I get to sword anybody in this game.
No, you see there? You're limping again.
I'm fine.
I'm not even moving. I'm gonna look at you from afar. Or walk around the table to look at you.
Keep moving. I need to see you walk. Did your leg feel weak?
No. I just wanted to ask you.
Can I leave now?
Who is the new Lord of House Forrester?
Why, Ethan, of course. At the Citadel, I swore an oath to serve whichever noble house I was assigned. Advising the late Lord Forrester was an honor. Advising Ethan, his third-born son, is challenging. There's still so much he has to learn, yet the very fate and future of this house rests in his hands. Which is rather frightening when you think about it.
Why do the Whitehills hate the Forresters?
I think it's safe to say the feeling is mutual. There's been enmity between the two houses for as long as anyone can remember. I don't doubt someone killed someone, which led to more killings of someones, and then, well, here we are.
Politics.
What will happen to me now?
Excellent question. Under normal circumstances, you could join Sir Royland and his men. Although, given the circumstances of your circumstances, it becomes a bit tricky, doesn't it? I suppose it will be for Lord Ethan to decide.
Lord Forrester promoted me. At the Twins, I'm no longer a squire, if that matters.
It might, I suppose. But I'll defer to Lord Ethan on this.
Why do I have the feeling that Lord Ethan's gonna be a butt?
Can I see Ethan? Is he here?
He is, but I'm afraid he's indisposed at the moment. He prefers not to be disturbed while practicing his lute.
A loot. Priorities, I guess.
Can I go now?
I believe your leg will be fine. Only time will tell, but... Lady Forrester.
Welcome home, Garrett. We're all relieved to know you survived.
Thank you, my lady.
Talia asked to see you.
Garrett, I heard what happened. Is it true?
Yes, I have
Your
maggots in my
family-
leg, it's true.
I'm so sorry.
Me too.
Off to bed now. Hurry on.
Off to bed. It's like 3 p.m. outside, it looks like.
Garrett was just telling me how valiantly Lord Forrester fought to the end, even when all was lost.
Of course,
I'm sure Lady
maybe it's just one of those
would
areas
like
it's
to
like
know.
daytime all the time.
Whatever you can recall.
He was a hero, my lady. The bravest man on the battlefield by far.
Yet he was unable to save his own son.
You were with Roderick, no? I'm sure it was chaos and confusion, but if you can remember anything, I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know.
He fought valiantly, my lady.
Of course he did.
Until a horse fell
It was
on
House
him.
Forrester's best.
This has been so incredibly difficult for us, especially the children. But I was told you were the last to see my husband alive.
Yes, my lady.
I know it may be difficult to remember, but if I may ask, was there anything he said?
Any last words before he passed? If you can remember. It would mean so much.
I'm
to
gonna
the
lie.
He said he loved you.
That's very kind of you to say. You have the Forrester's sword.
This belongs with Ethan now. He's the new lord of the house.
Thank you, Garrett.
Of course, my lady.
It demands a response. It's too dangerous, especially now.
Now is the time to prove our strength.
I'll be sure it's given to Ethan.
It's the question.
Duncan,
This was our land. They were our people. Your family.
I share your outrage, Sir Royland. I do. But now is not the time to provoke the White Hills. Not with Ramsay Snow coming to see us bend the knee.
The hell with Ramsay Snow, the bastard.
Garrett, you understand what this means. You killed a Bolton, and Ramsay Snow will want his retribution.
We're the ones who should be demanding retribution. This happened on Forrester land.
They attacked me.
And they'll say they were keeping the peace in the name of House Bolton. It's an argument you cannot win. We have to be smart. Ramsay Snow will be here within the week.
And what would you have us do? Nothing.
I would have us use our heads, while they're still attached to our shoulders.
Garrett has lost as much as anyone else within these walls. Maybe you can talk some sense into your uncle.
Garrett's suffered enough already. You ask too much of the boy.
He deserves to be heard. It was his family they killed.
My uncle's right. We need to be smart.
Smart. Eddard Stark was smart. And look where that got him.
But Ed's
So,
perfectly
what's to
fine.
be done?
Nothing bad happened to him. He's living in a mansion upstate.
It will be for Lord Ethan to decide.
He's just a boy who can barely hold a sword. He knows nothing about to lead
I can
men.
see
He's
that.
the lord of this house, and he needs our help. It's bad enough the Boltons would have us bend the knee and swear fealty. But now, this will accuse you of murder, and us of protecting you.
The boy was just defending himself.
I'm not faulting him for what he did.
I'd have done the same, as any man would.
It wasn't murder. It was justice.
Not in their eyes. It's just the excuse Ramsay Snow would need to put us to the torch and kill us all.
I'd like to see them try.
I'm afraid it's a risk we cannot take, which is why you cannot stay.
Cannot stay. Duncan, the boy has suffered enough.
But where would I go?
The one place beyond the reach.
I was
of
told
even
I was able to
House
trust you, Dunkin' Donuts.
You're sending him to the war.
Oh, crap.
The boy's done nothing wrong.
Not in the eyes of the Boltons. I'm afraid it's the only solution.
I want to go to the wall.
When the house is so vulnerable.
Uncle, my place is here. Who would defend the house? You said we need men who can fight.
There'd be nothing we could do to protect you. To stay would bring destruction upon us all. I know that's not what you want. I know it's difficult to understand.
Hey, Doc.
But you must think of the house.
Still not right.
No, it's not. But it's what's best.
How's it going, Doc?
That settles it.
What? That settles it.
You can have my horse. And I'll see you have plenty.
Is your
of
horse
food.
amazing?
We haven't much time. The White Hills will come looking.
I hope it's better than the horse that crushed that dude. And that other dude. There's a lot of horse murder in the first scene, actually. There's like a random horse neigh that got cut off. It's like, not even a full neigh.
I would. And God's willing, someday I will. But for now, I have House Forrester to consider first. I know you want to stay, but Lord Forrester would be proud that you're putting the interests of the house ahead of your own. Many of Lord Forrester's best men have volunteered for the war. His own great-uncle was a ranger with the Night's Watch.
He promoted me. At the Twins. We were to ride in the van to Casterly Rock, and I at Roderick's side, but...
It was well-deserved, Garrett. You worked hard and served your lord with honour.
I've been waiting for the right moment to tell you.
I love you.
What?
Lord Forrester asked me to give you a message. He said, the North Grove can never be lost.
Yay,
Sorry.
mission's
You caught
done.
me by surprise. It's not often discussed, if ever.
What is the North Grove?
Most don't even know it exists. They think it's just a myth made up by wildlings and fools, and it's better kept that way. You haven't told anyone else, have you?
No.
This is important, Garrett. I need to know the truth.
Of course not. I told no one.
Well done. Lord Forrester was right to put his trust in you.
Yeah, I'm pretty awesome. Except everybody dies around me. That's kind of a character flaw, but whatever.
But I can't say anything more just yet. Just know the North Grove may very well be vital to the future of this house.
North Grove.
Don't breathe a word of it to anyone at the wall.
But I'm still going to the wall.
If you can, it will help.
I don't want to go to the wall. It's like first line of Crap Town.
Iron from ice.
Iron from ice.
Remember, you represent House Forrester. Your actions at the wall will reflect the honor and dignity of the house.
I'll be strong.
I know you will.
I'm going to name this horse Fievel like my horse from Dragon Age. Fievel is an awesome horse who can fall down mountains unscathed.
Garrett, wait!
Oh, yeah, interact. God, why is it so sensitive?
Be safe.
Yep, I'm just going to like the worst area ever. I'll be perfectly fine. Well, I guess there really isn't any specific place that's worse than the other. They're all pretty bad in Game of Thrones. So I guess that's not really true then. Your horse in Skyrim got sent into the orbit of Jupiter by Roman giant. Wait, this is the kid
I couldn't find him. Could you?
That's in charge now? I don't want to judge a book by its cover, but Ethan looks kind of like a douchebag a little bit.
I don't like this game anymore. Maybe something happened to him.
Ethan's fine.
Oh, I control
He's just
him.
forgotten this is a game.
I guess he's only as douchey as I make him.
I win.
Congratulations, your lordship.
Don't worry. It's just a game, Ryan.
Stupid game. I don't like it.
He was worried you were gone.
I thought we'd never find you again.
I'm right here. And I promise, I'm not going anywhere.
I wish Mira was here. And Asher. And Roderick.
And the horse.
But Mira's in King's Landing and...
Can't she come home? I don't want her to die too.
Ryan, she's perfectly safe, I promise you.
I don't want Garrett to die either. Maester Ortengrin said he got sent to the wall.
Bum rap.
I'll miss Garrett. He was nice.
I don't know what he did to get sent away like that.
He let me ride one of his pigs once.
Pigs? Yeah, they're all dead.
Garrett is strong.
Well, I guess there one survived.
No one will tell me what
Garrett and that
did,
one
must have
pig
been
are the
serious.
last thing that remains of that
I
family.
heard Duncan and Sir Royland talking. They said someone will come here looking for revenge.
Everyone's worried about you, but I'm not. I know you'll protect us.
Who said they're worried about me?
Well, Sir Royland for one. He says you can't fight very well.
What?
And he calls you a milksop.
Sir Royland forgets himself. After all, you are the lord of the house now.
I don't care what he says. I can protect you.
What does milksop mean?
I don't know. But I know it's not good.
Ethan, you should let Sir Royland teach you how to wield a sword. Like a man.
Be
He
a
taught
man.
Asher, and he even showed me how to fight. Properly, I mean.
I don't know the rest of the lyrics to that song, but I know those words.
Do you remember when we were younger?
What was
When
that?
We all used to play here. You, me, Roderick, Asher. We'd all be out here for hours.
Yeah. Where was I?
You weren't born yet.
You were dead.
We had so much fun.
Same thing.
Then everything changed. Roderick became so serious, the lord in training, and he never smiled anymore. And Asher just got angry at everything. promise me you won't be like that. Please, just be you. I like you the way you are. I know a lord has many responsibilities, but you don't need to be like them.
I may have to change.
I'd rather have my brother than a lord.
I'll have to have both, I'm afraid.
But since you're the new lord, you can do anything you want.
Yeah, I can fly.
Everyone will have to do as you say. So I could have all the sweets I want.
If only it were that simple. It would be nice if someone did what I wanted for once. But Ethan will be a good lord. A proper lord.
That's not how it works.
Well, that's how it should work. You are the lord.
Lord Ethan, you're needed in the Great Hall at once. Quickly, on your feet.
So what did everybody in chat eat today?
What's the matter?
Lord Whitehill has arrived, unannounced and certainly unexpected. He's come demanding justice.
Can't he meet with Duncan? He
Donuts.
is the Castellan.
Stay with us. Please, Ethan.
He's demanding an audience with the Lord. We really must go.
It's your decision. You are the lord.
If I were lord, I would command Ethan to stay with his family.
No, I have to
Whitehill
go.
is a mean old man anyways.
Fine. If that's what's required of me.
Very well then.
Dried cereal, apple and stuffed pepper, yogurt with granola. Like, all that sounds like something Doc would eat. Like, Doc's converted all of chat into, like, plain disgusting food. Two veggie burgers. That's the worst
He
yet.
showed up unannounced. Lord Whitehill is in a lather. I assume you explained to Lord Ethan why they're here?
Business with Garrett. I told him.
Lord Whitehill knows Garrett is a squire to this house. Or was, I suppose.
Was. It makes no difference. The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction. Out there you were decisive and firm. Now do it again with these bastards.
Let's not do something rash. Things are bad enough as it is.
What should I say to him?
Tell him and his men to leave.
Now is not the time to anger Lord Whitehill any more than he already is. He's got 5 times as many men, and the backing of House Bolton.
All the more reason to stand up for ourselves. Only cowards and dead men know what.
What a fatso. Not really, he's not that
Lord Ethan,
overweight,
is
but
it?
I feel like
My
insulting him.
condolences for your father and brother. The late Lord Forrester was no friend to me or my house. My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart myself. I've been waiting for this day all my life. The Forresters finally get their due.
I may be young, but I'm not so easily fooled. You're trying to rile me, but it won't work.
Young? You are that boy. Too young to know when you're in over your head. And no bread and salt! What kind of fucking house receives a lord with no fucking bread and salt? You bloody amateur.
I say we red wedding this guy.
Courtesies. I should have expected as much. Bloody Forresters.
My apologies. Please forgive us.
Forgive you? Not likely.
Be polite
You
and then
Forresters
stab him in
have
the back.
Shit on us for generations. Well, now the Starks are no longer around to have your back, are they? We're the power in the north now.
Roose Bolton is the Warden of the North.
Aye. And we've been his bannermen for 5 fucking centuries. You.
Language, sir.
Lord Ethan, you're losing control of this.
We all serve House Bolton now.
I'm not finished. Maybe if you hadn't been so fucking greedy with the ironwood, things would have been different between us.
You squandered your share.
Our share was taken from us. We had no fucking choice but to harvest what was left.
What is it you want, Lord Whitehill?
What a stupid haircut that guy has.
Your man, the squire. We were minding our own business, keeping the king's peace, as his lordship here said, when your man attacked us for no reason.
Hear that? Attacked for no reason.
Garrett was only defending himself.
Then you admit it was your man who killed my men? Big farmer at that. How do you answer for your squire?
Well, your men are pretty weak if they get owned by a pig farmer.
In your name. And you are the lord of this house.
He was defending his family as any man would. But your men murdered them all.
You lost pig farmers, not soldiers. Soldiers worth 100 of them.
They weren't that good as soldiers if they got killed by a pig farmer.
My men. I know he's here. What have you done with him?
He was sent to the wall.
Who the fuck sent him to the wall?
Oh, his nose shook. He was so angry, his nose shook.
You heard me. He was sent to the wall. It's done.
What? That was my justice to deliver, boy. And you denied me of it. I'm not leaving until I have my justice. Now bring me the coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose Bolton.
Well, you'll answer to Michael Bolton.
What kind of fucking house is this?
A house of honourable men.
Lady Forrester.
You bellow like a wounded boar, Lord Whitehill. Have you forgotten your manners?
I mean no disrespect to you, my lady, considering your losses and all. This is not over.
It's over when my son says it is.
Thank you for coming, Lord Whitehill.
Oh, my chat
is
died.
Lord of Ironrath now. By rights his word is law here.
Uh-oh.
If that displeases...
My stream didn't die, did it? God dang it. Either my internet or Twitch, I don't know what. It's not loading. Fantastic. Alright. I am live, okay. Unlike the pigs. Alright, resume.
Trust you can find the door. You'll find the door.
Find the door. Find the door. Find the door.
That lad
find the door.
may be lord of this house. Lord Bolton will have the final say. I'll send him a raven letting him know a Forrester man killed one of his own. That the new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my justice.
I didn't lie to you. I told you what happened.
Whose word is law.
Oh, this could be silent. But deadly. Like, that guy has... It's not even a bowl cut. It's like a less of a bowl
You must
cut.
find your voice, my lord. Your enemies will interpret your silence as a sign of weakness.
You were brave, my son. But you'll need to be braver still when Ramsay Snow...
Fine, I'll talk more trash, I guess. Trying to be all diplomatic.
We need to send word to Mira in King's Landing at once. Your sister can help us. Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favour.
King's
Lady
Landing.
Marjorie's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons at bay, if it's presented to her as it should be.
Ooh, loot the chest. Come on, purple legendary item. Not legendary, but rare. Oh, it's just a coin. 1 coin of gold. I hate when a chest only gives me low amounts of currency.
Ethan made this for me.
Why are you saying that out loud? Like, can't they just have internal dialogue?
It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me. It once belonged to Lady Elena.
Who are you talking to?
Asher sent me this coin to remember him. What a strange place, Essos. Father.
Fair enough.
Much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to...
Drakpot. There you go. Dusty old
Wonders made by
tome.
man, by Lomas Longstrider. A gift
That
from
sounds
Roderick.
like a medieval porn name.
I hope to see them all someday. King's Landing. I wonder if it's sunny at Ironrath today.
I wonder if the voices in my head are appeased.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
One moment.
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
No, it's fine. Come in.
What you looking at?
Begging your pardon, lady, but you all right? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
I'm fine, thank you.
Of course, milady.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady. You work for Lady Marjorie?
Is he handling food with those, like, muddy hands?
I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
It's widely known that I work for Lady Marjorie.
I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends. I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei. Cersei's the worst. One of the
They appeared to be
worst.
having some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but
Why are you telling me this?
I heard them arguing about House Forrester and...
House Forrester?
I thought you'd like to know. Forgive me if I was mistaken. I hope you're not in any kind of trouble. Most people don't tend to notice a call boy. Not in King's Landing, with so many lords and ladies about.
Oh, maybe he was depositing
See and hear
coal.
all sorts
That would
of
make
things
more
from
sense
people
if
who
it's
know
not
you're
food.
there. Good night, milady.
Lady Marjorie, you're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss. From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
Why is her face
And you
scrunched
know how
when
I
she
feel about
moves?
what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own.
No, maybe not. Just that one angle, I guess.
Beyond imagining. And your poor family as well.
My family wrote me, my lady.
I don't doubt they must be overcome with grief. But you must not despair. We will get through this.
That's not the same voice actress, is it?
You must understand
Doesn't sound like
there are
her.
limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen.
Like, I think in the show her voice is lighter, maybe?
Fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor. She was very pleased with herself. Her face was full of mirth as she said it.
What does she intend to do?
She intends to make you miserable.
Really, Cersei making people miserable?
Well.
That doesn't sound like her at all.
She wants an apology of some sort, for what I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
What do I say?
Find a way to appease her.
I don't think that's the same voice
Tell
actress.
her what she wants to hear.
Unless she just voice acts differently than she normally
See if
acts.
the Queen Regent is ready to receive us.
Not that I'd be surprised if they couldn't get the actual actors to voice act.
You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another. Good luck.
The actress is in the newest, I think she is in the new, what's that movie called? The Mockingjay movie? Hunger Games.
You can do this.
Whisper, whisper, whisper.
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking...
His head looks so big.
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace?
Hey, that's the right voice.
With your
That's
permission,
Dinklage.
allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
I am honoured, Your Grace.
Yet not honoured enough to kneel, I see.
Yeah, that's the same, I think,
House
too.
Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg
They-
your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl.
They both
Is
Tyrion
the
and
family
Cersei
loyal to the
sound
king?
Perhaps you should
close.
ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
Yes, Your Grace. To the one true king.
The one true king. Yet she didn't say which. The girl is clever.
She only meant...
I don't care what she meant. I care what she said. I won't stand for impertinence from a girl of the North.
If you would give her the chance to explain...
Perhaps she can explain why the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark for centuries. A house of traitors.
Yes, Your Grace. They are traitors.
The Starks were your liege lord, yet you name them traitors so easily. Is it any wonder
Oh my
you
god, I
have
can't
so
satisfy
many
this lady,
questions to
which
ask,
doesn't
which
surprise
you
me in the
deserve
least.
as your loyalty, if you have any loyalty at all. Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
He is the Warden of the North, Your Grace.
He is. And I the Queen Regent, and Tyrion the Master of Coin.
The
Master
girl
of
has a
puppets.
remarkable talent for answering questions while in fact saying nothing at all.
Shut up, Tyrion, you're not helping me.
Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forrester Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Yes, Your Grace. It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
Yes, Your Grace. I would do anything.
Uh-oh. That's that's an actual remembering thing that could come back to bite me. That'd be dangerous.
Beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the wall?
Please,
Our dear
no.
Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
I won't judge her, Your Grace. I wasn't there. I didn't face her decisions.
Aren't you a delightful girl? If only one could flit through life without ever holding an opinion of their own.
No, it's Cersei.
There's a point to
Cersei's from the TV show. She won't die in the game.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts?
Pretty much everybody in this scene except for her is from the show.
In service to Lady Marjorie, one can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm
sure she Let the girl answer the question. Go on.
I would be true to the king, Your Grace.
Well said. I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
My sense is this girl will say almost anything to get what she wants, which is not very encouraging. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
I'll walk you out. This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated.
I didn't mean to.
Cersei seemed quite pleased. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I did it for Lady Marjorie.
Rather odd, if that's what she asked of you. But I'm sure she has your best interests at heart. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the crown in this regard, not her.
What are you suggesting?
I suppose the crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that?
Why
It
not?
may be far too dangerous. In fact, forget I even suggested such a thing.
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please,
You are a brave girl, aren't you? I'll consider it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
I hope we meet again.
Nothing would make Cersei happier. Until then, be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Mira, I was worried.
Mirror, mirror on the wall.
How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing. It's more than a little intimidating.
It didn't go very well.
I'm sorry. Cersei is known for being rather difficult.
That's putting it very politely. Why's that door all pixelated in the background?
Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Ah, Sir Jaime, I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah!
What? It's true. And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper.
Oh.
I'm told he has a paramour, which I doubt is Dornish for wife.
Put it back.
We're just having a bit of fun. It's probably for the best. I've heard he's a bit perverse. Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like. Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen?
God, no.
He does have a certain look about him, and he's always treated Lady Marjorie well.
I'd be willing to marry, but not Joffrey.
Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you
I'd rather marry that dead pig back at farm.
I might even allow you to be my handmaiden. Let's see, who else should we marry off?
Girl Talk Simulator.
Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match. Sir Bronn and... What are you doing?
There's like a bunch of Easter eggs references.
Well? Sarah?
I'm sorry, my lady.
As am I. We shouldn't have been messing about.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was pleased by your display, Mira. I'm just glad it's over. King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
It doesn't matter what you feel. It only matters what you say.
You learn very quickly. Your words to Cersei were brave, but I know you must fear what the Boltons might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important. I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
It's about my family.
I trust her.
I don't trust her.
I prefer to speak with you alone.
she's clearly a gossip. I mean, I can't trust that.
Ask.
Forgive me, my lady. I wouldn't otherwise ask this of you, but my mother insisted. It's about my family.
Ramsay Snow. What would you have me do?
My mother fears our family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. She thought, if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown. I know it's a lot to ask of you, and I wouldn't otherwise, but she insisted.
Yes, you better remember that.
That is no small request, especially now.
I know, my lady, and I wouldn't ask this of you otherwise, but my mother has left me no choice. She insisted.
Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks, and now you would have me ask him to intervene. Is the situation that dire? Joffrey will not look favourably on such a request.
Please, Lady Marjorie, I beg of you. I fear for my family's safety.
I don't know, Mira. If Cersei were to find out...
Don't let the Queen bully you. You have power over him, Lady Marjorie, as no one else does. Not even his mother.
The super went super conniving all of a sudden.
Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
Very well. I'll make
It's weird that she's like the manipulative one, because
my lady. I will send a
in the show, she's a little manipulative herself, so it's kind of weird that she got outplayed, sort of. Unless this is all according to her plan. Because she's a little sneaky in the show. She's pretty smart. Someone sounds like they're having a fun time.
7 elves.
Bye, Fievel. Can't wait to see you again in Dragon Age.
Let's play a little game.
Oh God, this guy.
Did you know my ancestors wore the skins of their enemies as a coat?
This is like the most twisted person.
Not my best work, unfortunately. I suppose I have full enough practice. But he didn't make it easy, what with all that bloody noise.
Like a drowning cat. I thought he'd never stop.
As my father likes to say, a naked man holds few secrets, but the flayed man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father was the Warden of the North.
He does now. How much further is it to these Foresters?
A day, my lord. 2 at most.
What was that?
My lord?
A chipmunk. Squeak, 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 squeak. Chipmunk noises.
There.
Uh-oh. Fievel's screwed.
Hear that? I know I heard something.
Fievel, save me.
Never mind. We've wasted enough time already.
Old cliche of stopping just before finding the person. Is this me, or do those horse sounds like... Those horse sounds sound like they're going a lot faster than those horses were actually moving. Tree. Tree sounds tree. Are you seriously gonna go look at this? Okay, well. The squeamish might want to look away.
Bloody hell.
He looks perfectly fine.
Lord Ethan, as I was saying, you are young. And there are those within these walls who are uncertain of your leadership.
Well, he got a big long scene, didn't he?
300 generations of Forrester lords stand behind you. Lord Gerhard the Tall, who founded our house, and your grandfather, Lord Thorin the Bold, who seized back the river valley from the White Hills.
What did they call my father?
Lord Gregor the Good. He was fair and wise and courageous in battle.
I want to be like that, like my father.
Your
I want to
father
be
was well
dead too.
regarded by nearly everyone. It took years, if not decades, to earn.
He's like, oh, decades.
These were your father's people to lead and protect, and now they're yours. But your father did not bear this responsibility alone. He and every Forrester Lord before him chose one man whom they trusted above all others, the Lord Sentinel. Forrester traditions demand that a new Lord Sentinel must be chosen.
Keep walking, you craving son of a whore. Move!
Summon the Lord. We need his judgment.
Ooh, I get to play Life or Death like Dragon
He's
Age.
done nothing wrong.
Kind
He's
of.
only trying to survive.
Lord Ethan. Missed.
You spoke of judgment, Sir Royland. What judgment is that?
This craven is a deserter and a thief.
This house is doomed.
Well, thank you, audio.
Quiet, thief.
How dare you
Eric
stop
was supposed to
talking, so be
guarding our
quiet.
weapons, but instead we caught him stealing them.
What a jerk.
2 shields and 3 spears.
Why did you do it?
Because I've no wish to die.
Well, good luck with that.
Yes, my lord. I fled. We should all flee. It's not stealing if you're taking what's yours by right. He speaks truth. I've a family to feed. They're not 2 coins to rub together since Lord Gregor left us to rot here. Where's our pay? Our share of bread and wine grows smaller every day.
Leave the poor man alone!
Lord Ethan, I know these words are hard, but they're honest. This house is falling. We'll never survive the coming winter.
Calm yourself.
The time for calm passed with the late Lord Forrester. Now there's only chaos.
You'll address him as Lord. Lord Ethan, you must decide the punishment. Lord Gregor always took a thief's fingers. 3 of them.
Now may not be the time for harsh punishment. The men are on edge as it is.
Men need to know they cannot do whatever the fuck they please. Their
Take
Lord
one
will not
pinky
punish
finger.
You can send him to the wall.
Blah, blah, blah. Rabble, 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 rabble.
I will decide.
Send him to the wall. Take his fingers. The thief. If you punish me, you'll be punishing an innocent man. You'll be an injustice, my lord. Please. my
Take
lord.
3 fingers, send to the
My
wall.
family depends on me.
Send him to the wall.
I sentence you to the wall, where you will join the Night's Watch.
Oh, please, my lord! My family, without me, they'll die!
That was certainly unpleasant, but a lord must mete out punishment when it's due.
Not just yourself, of course.
No big thing.
I did what I had to do, and it didn't bother me.
You heard what the thief said. I expect this sort of thing will happen again. But a sentinel can help you in the face of disloyalty. You need someone you can trust by your side.
I choose Edward Stark.
Someone you can rely on, no matter the circumstance. Possessing wisdom and experience.
And I'm sure you think you'd be the perfect choice.
Me? Oh, God, no. I can't. I am a maester. At the Citadel, I swore an oath to serve as such. There are two capable men for the role. They both want the job, but neither thinks very highly of the other.
How do I decide between them?
Talk to them.
Rock, paper,
Solicit the opinion of
scissors.
people close to you. Here, the bracer of the Sentinel. The badge of office. Tonight is your first small council meeting. Will
It
be
has
wise to
+3
bestow this bracer
endurance.
on your Persian Sentinel then, to show that you are decisive and in control of this house. Your Sentinel will wear this for all to see.
I'll make the right choice as Sentinel.
Come speak with me when you're ready to convene the small council, my lord.
Well, I know I'm not going to give it to that one guy. I mean, clearly, he's a bit hot-headed. That guy seems more practical. Then again, he did send that other guy to the wall. Which, come on, I mean, I didn't want to go to the wall. Dunkin' Donuts.
Duncan,
Yes, my lord.
I have much to consider and face a difficult decision.
Perhaps I can help. Your father often sought my counsel.
As Lord, I must name a Sentinel.
Of course. And if I may ask, who do you favour for the role? Perhaps I can share my insight. And talking can sometimes help you make a decision.
Would you want to be the Sentinel?
More than you can imagine, my lord. With all due respect for Sir Royland, there's no one better suited to the role than me.
Well, he's a bit...
Thank you, Duncan. I appreciate your advice.
I'm at your service.
Wait, that was it? I was expecting to ask more questions. That wasn't even advice. I was just like, you want the job? Yeah, man. Malcolm in the middle.
Ethan. Or should I say Lord?
Who is this guy?
Hello, Uncle Malcolm.
I saw what you did today. It's not an easy thing to do, showing mercy to a man who admits his guilt. But if you'll excuse me, my lord, I should finish packing before nightfall. I hope to be off tomorrow, at first light.
But where are you going?
Your mother asked me to cross the narrow sea to find your brother, Asher.
Asher?
She has asked me to
On
return.
Asher, on Prancer,
Not the
on
house.
Blonde
Nothing of this
Dixon?
to me.
Because
I don't
she
know the
fears
reindeers.
she will not agree. I told her my place is here, that I'll be of no help to you in Essos. She insisted. I will hold, of course, until you've spoken with her about this. Just try to be kind to her. She's been living a nightmare made real. But you know that just as well.
I must be firm. I'm not a boy anymore, and there is too much at stake.
The Lord's work can harden a man. It's true.
But my mother's fears are not the only ones I face. And people are scared as well. I'm told I must choose a Sentinel.
If I may be so bold, Sir Royland is the man for the job. He'd be a fine choice, and I'd trust him.
Why Sir Royland?
We are at war. You need a warrior by your side. Royland has the respect of his men and will bring strength and discipline to this house. Duncan would offer sage advice, but now is not the time to negotiate. Not with the likes of Ramsay Snow.
Thank you, Uncle.
Ethan, I need to talk to you.
No, you're not going to be Sentinel, sister. Like, I'm trying to find freaking advice here.
Mother told me Mira has asked for Lady Marjorie's help.
Did she?
I knew we could rely on Mira. She always thinks of family above all else. Hopefully Lady Marjorie's influence will be enough.
Well, yeah, but
Right
that one
now,
guy
I'm
voted
concerned
for
about
himself.
you.
I don't think that counts.
I saw what you did to that man. I know you told me you'd have to change, but I suppose I hadn't believed you would.
Hey, I let him
Lord,
live.
any more mistakes? Everyone knows what happened with Lord Whitehill. Garrett being sent to the wall without my knowledge.
I know. And that wasn't your fault.
I'm the Lord. It's my responsibility. The people want me to lead. They need me to, but...
What? Ethan, please.
What would you do?
Tell me.
I'm not gonna ask her about Sentinel.
You suggest I do.
I didn't mean to hit that
You
button.
must
Dang
be
it.
strong, decisive. You are the lord of this house. Remember.
If I'm supposed to be decisive, why are you trying to make me second guess my decisions? Sister.
I only wish you did too.
You've always given me good advice. Thank you.
Be decisive, but you know, why did you make that decision? Why are you changing? You're not the man I used to know. Be decisive. Where's the other guy? Is that him? No. Where's Roland, or whatever his name is? Is he in the tower? Okay, you can just skip. There you go. Roland. Wait, is that him there? Maybe? If I can't find the other guy, I'll just give the other guy the bracelet. Screw it. Wrong place, wrong time, Roland.
Swords up! You can lift them, yeah?
Hey, you want to be Sentinel?
Careful. Keep at it and you won't have much left. Something to pick your teeth with.
No, Ethan. Look at this. All good swords have a name. I call mine Two Brothers.
Two Brothers,
Just
isn't...
to give me strength. And this, so I remember. I mean...
Did Telltale make the game Two Brothers?
But, you know, don't you?
You honour Roderick with this. He was a strong one.
He was. Yeah. Yeah. Someday I'll have a real one, but not like that one.
You'll poke your eye out,
Lord
kid.
can have that sword.
You'll have a good sword. I'm sure of it.
I watched you today. I saw what you did to that man.
He's poking his sword through the ground. That kid's stronger than I thought.
Was he our enemy?
He's depressing.
A bad man. Everyone keeps talking about them. Enemies.
Rules mean nothing if we don't enforce them. It doesn't matter if he's good or bad. You can't steal. That's a rule.
Well, I say he was bad. Bad men killed Father and Roderick. They need someone to hurt them back. Even
Alright,
worse.
who do you think should be Sentinel, kid? And I'll choose the opposite.
No one's afraid of wood. I'll find the men who took Roderick someday, and I'll make sure I have a real sword when I do.
You're all worthless and weak.
Gallblade says his flashes are very inexperienced, as coming from the sword master Gallblade. Okay, that's not Sir Roland. There he is. Why are you hiding behind a fence?
Sword up! Swing left! Parry! Wrong! I didn't know
Sir
dogs
Roland,
could hold swords.
A word?
Of course, my lord.
I have many decisions to make, and I wanted your advice. I need to name a sentinel.
Ah, you do. And it's good you came to me. I know this house, and everyone here knows me. They know I can hold the reins, or wield the sword in equal measure. I'm the man you need. And might I remind you, it was Duncan Tuttle who sent Garrett to the wall. He undermined your authority, and made you look weak to the Whitehills. I would never do that to you. And if you pardon me saying so, I think your father would be proud, seeing you make good choices as a young lord.
Duncan Tuttle is a good man.
Aye, a fine man. Wise he, but he has no business being.
He does make a good point. When I think Sentinel, I don't... Sentinel.
So, when will you declare your decision?
I don't think advisor.
Tonight,
I don't know.
at the small council meeting.
Very good. I trust your judgment, my lord.
Well, that one guy seemed to think this guy would be good. He seemed to know what he was talking about. I guess I'll give it to this guy.
I've decided to name you as my sentinel.
He can be the douchebag that I don't have to be.
Are you sure?
Yes, of course. I'm convinced you're the man for the job.
Then I accept. But you must summon the small council, madam, to make it official.
Right. I'll tell Maester Ortengren.
Every lord needs a douchebag to do his dirty work.
Now, when I say parry, get that sword out.
Maester?
Yes, Lord Ethan. I see you've spoken to a number of people. Are you prepared to name your sentinel?
Yes, Maester. I'm ready.
Very well. I will convene the small council at once.
I wonder if I could take it back from him. It's like, you know what, I changed my mind. Yeah, that's what I was looking too.
You may sit.
I believe Lord Ethan has reached his decision.
Before I name my sentinel, I must tell you.
Oh, I thought I gave it to him.
Duncan, Royland, this house needs you both.
But you can only choose one, my lord.
Let him be on with it.
Many thought either of you would make a fine sentinel.
Not really. No
But
one
I've
really
made my
stood up
decision.
for Dunkin' Donuts. Mom, it's all yours.
Sir Royland de Gore, you will be my sentinel.
Gods be praised. You've done well, Lord Ethan. You won't regret this.
A poor choice, my lord. Forgive me for saying so, but it's true.
Ding.
Now,
Trophy.
sentinel, what do you have to report of Ramsay Snow?
My scouts say he's a day's ride away. We've no time to waste. He'll arrive before any of our allies could be here.
Who knows what he's capable of? We need to prepare for the worst.
We can devise a plan to deal with him.
The Boltons need our people to harvest the ironwood. Even the bastard Ramsay must understand that.
He's not coming here to negotiate. We must answer with the sword.
That's bloody suicide. You gamble with the lives of everyone within these walls.
Quiet, Tuttle. You're not the Sentinel. I knew this would happen. He cannot be trusted.
This is the small council, is it not?
Enough! Would my father have stood for this kind of bickering? Neither will I.
The Bolton sigil is a flayed man. Force is the only thing they understand. Put every man who can hold a spear or crossbow on the wall, and make the bastard fill his boots with piss.
He would see it for the empty gesture that it is, and have us flayed. We must take a measured approach, my lord.
Gentlemen, please. Thank the gods Mira has asked Lady Marjorie for her help. It's not too late for the Crown to intervene on our behalf, but we must have a plan if Mira's efforts are not successful. I trust Mira's judgment. I don't doubt she did everything within her power to help us.
We all must agree on the plan. We cannot leave until we have a consensus.
Ugh.
Why not make an offering for peace, my lord?
Yeah, the wisdom of the Citadel.
We can give the Boltons ironwood in exchange for their protection.
You must be mad. It's pure folly to just give away the only currency we have to bargain with.
Enough.
Well, I know fighting won't help because Ramsay's alive in the show, so I think fighting him would be bad. And I also know Ramsay's a psychopath, so diplomacy won't work either. So I think bargaining might be the wisest move. As long as we give them something in return.
Maester Ortengrin has swayed me. We will offer the Boltons a share of the ironwood, and we will promise our people to harvest it, thus securing their safety.
A sentinel, I must warn you. Do this, and you invite ruin upon this house.
If we don't, there may be no House Forrester at all.
If you aren't ready for a fight, you're bound to lose when one breaks out.
Ethan has made his opinion known, and you will respect his decision.
Forgive us, my lord. We are, of course, here to serve you, as we served your father.
Aye.
Well then, let's decide how we shall set the stage for Ramsay's arrival.
We could offer him the ironwood in the courtyard.
My lord, making this kind of offer outright may simply embolden Ramsay. There could be trouble, and all the house will be there to see it. Meet him in the hall. It will be more private, and he will not have an audience to play against you.
Lord Ethan?
I will meet him in the Great Hall.
It's careless. Can't you see Tuttle is steering you wrong?
I like how I picked him as a sentinel, and I'm thoroughly ignoring all of his
listen to this.
advice.
But you are far too young to be the lord of this house. You're likely to get us all killed.
Sit down at once.
Grumpy pants. You need a Snickers.
Apologies, my son. But now that it is settled, we know what we must do. You will meet Ramsay Snow in the Great Hall.
And we will offer the ironwood, providing a safe future for this house.
Let's see how badly this backfires on me.
I will stand beside you, my lord, where your sentinel belongs.
Then perhaps we should adjourn. We have to prepare the house.
My lord, you have named your sentinel, but you still seem conflicted. And no matter what, you can't be indecisive. Not if you want to help this house. Forgive me.
There will always be those who question your leadership, which is why you need allies you can rely on. Family. Mira has done everything
I need
she
those
can
pigs.
in King's Landing, but there are others who can help us. What about your brother, Asher?
Malcolm told me. You want to bring him back.
He's a skilled fighter. But what's more, he has the will to fight. A hunger for it. He always protected you and your sister. And we need all the help we can get.
Why would you bring him back after you exiled him?
He exiled himself. He has no desire to rule, and that's not what I want either. Asher is volatile, but that is his strength too. Do you remember the miller's boy? How he tormented you? I wanted to intervene, but your father said Ethan must fight his own battles. But when Asher saw it, he didn't take a breath. He grabbed the miller's boy by the neck. That was his first instinct.
He
Asher
sounds
knocked
like a
out
bit of a
half the poor
psychopath.
boy's teeth. Of course, your father was furious, but you were in danger and there was nothing else Asher needed to know. Asher does not hesitate. He acts, and we need that. You have many fine qualities, but you do not have that anger inside you. It's something we could use.
I'm not like that, but I don't need to be, do I?
No, but you need someone who is standing beside you. I'm trying to do what's best for this family. What this family needs. Ethan, let me send Malcolm to Essos.
Do we want a potential psychopath or Malcolm? Malcolm seems like a cool guy. I could send him away so he doesn't die, because if he stays here, he might die. So, you know, if I keep him here, he could potentially die. If I send him away, I could maybe keep him alive and get my brother. You know, I don't know.
Fine. Malcolm will go to Essos and bring Asher back.
Thank you, Ethan. I'm glad you will let me do this. Know that you never stand alone. You are a Forrester. Mira stands with us, and she may be able to help us yet.
Those are some lumpy grapes. Strange key. Family seal. What? No. Why would I take that? What, do I have to, like, take one item and one item only?
Marjorie?
Oh, crap! No, I was gonna go back and take the seal. Dang it.
Lady Marjorie is still with the king. I thought you might...
I was confused. I didn't know what was supposed to happen. Dang it.
Thank you.
Just choose sound options every time.
I thought we were friends, Mira.
That'd be
When
interesting.
you dismissed me the other day, I won't say it didn't hurt my feelings.
Well, you're a gossip.
We've known each other for years. And yet to be treated like that. We are friends, Sarah. Truly. Friends trust one another. They don't hold secrets. Now Lady Marjorie thinks you don't trust me. And your opinion very much. Sarah, My lady, I'll leave you to talk.
I bought it on PS4. Oh crap, I was reading chat!
The king was not inclined to offer help for your family. I'll need this mended.
Gods.
He said I was too easily swayed, and he reminded me that I am not yet his wife. I allayed his fear.
Oh, you're asking what you were gonna buy it
But
on.
it will be a long time before I can ask him for anything again. Nothing I said could cheer him. He wouldn't even speak to me when I left him.
I'm so sorry, my lady. I should never have asked you for the king's help. Understand, it was my mother's plan, not mine. I just hope you can find some way to forgive me.
This is simply not how things are done, Mira. Not in King's Landing.
I'm sorry.
You can use remote play. Why do you
Soon
want
I will be
portability?
free,
I mean,
and maybe then I'll be in a better position.
you're probably gonna
to-
play it at home
But
anyways.
for now, we must both be cautious.
I must send a raven. I have to warn my family.
Send the raven, Nevermore. For there's no knocking at the door. Freaking cool kid. Well, no. Hey, speaking of the cool kid,
Begging your pardon, lady. I hope I didn't frighten you.
How long have you been waiting there?
Not long. I was just passing by when I saw you emerge from Lady Marjorie's room. I hope you saw. I was right before. About Lady Marjorie and Queen Cersei. I just want you to know, I can help you if you'd like. And your family, if you're willing to trust me. I hear all sorts of things. things that could be useful for you.
How can you help me? My problems can't be solved by what you might overhear.
Which is why you must trust me, milady. You need allies. Hopefully I've proven I could be useful to you.
I'm sorry. I really must go.
Please don't despair. I know people who... People who'd be willing to help you.
And, yep, and junk. Who the frick is this Cole kid?
Where the bloody hell is Duncan?
He should be here.
He betrayed me.
If he's angry, we'll do without him. And without King's Landing. I know you'd hoped Mira could help us, but I'm confident we've enough strength of our own. Your men are ready to act if needed.
Sir Royland, I trust you'll keep a level head.
Of course, my lord. But the bastard of Bolton can't be trusted to do the same.
Tweedledee and Tweedle sadistic.
Isn't this a lovely pile of timber? Not the place I'd want to be if there was a fire.
Ironwood is near impervious to flame, my lord.
Is it?
May I introduce Lord Ramsay of House Bolton, son of Roose Bolton? Although a bastard, Lord Ramsay has the full authority of
Thank
the
you.
Warden
No,
of the...
that's enough. Who is this little boy? Is he lost?
Lord Ramsay, welcome to Ironrath.
Aren't you the little lord? Lord Whitehall told me you were young. This. Look at you.
This is the same voice as the actor, I think, in TV too.
A token for the new Warden of the North.
Let me guess. Forrester Iron.
Carved by our most skilled craftsmen.
Ironwood. Doesn't look like much. Don't know what's so special about it.
Your father will appreciate it, I hope. Our ironwood is highly sought after.
My father is not so easily impressed. Not bad. Lord Whitehill, can your lot do this?
Given enough time, we could learn.
Given enough time, you could do a great many things. But not this, apparently. It seems the Foresters have a talent for something after all.
Lord Ramsay, we have another gift. We'd like to offer to your father. There are several ironwood groves along the borders of our land, all producing tall, strong trees. We'd like to give your father 2 of these groves in tribute.
Give him? He is your warden. What's yours is already his.
Crap, I didn't think about that.
Look at that. More Forester.
Lord Ramsay?
Come out where I can see you.
Force him to focus on the business at hand.
Lord Ramsay, I understand you've come here for assurance of our fealty.
Fuck fealty. We came here for justice.
We'll get to your justice. First,
this is nerve-wracking.
Let's see you
What's gonna happen?
bend the knee to my father. Lord Bolton, Warden of the North. Words are wind. Anyone can say they're loyal.
My lord.
Ha! That wasn't so hard now, was it? Here's the thing. I don't care about your...
Aww.
And I care even less about a bunch of trees on some far-off hill. The Crown, however, wants what you've got. Whatever you've been supplying the Starks for centuries. Ships, shields...
We offered you
James
shields.
Fox. I expect you'll do the same for us. My father has promised as much to the king. You wouldn't want to make him a liar, would you? That wouldn't reflect well on me.
Wait, buffer? What? Did the stream die? Right, it's just Gallblade.
You needn't worry. Your father will have what he needs.
That's a good little...
Frickin' Gallblade.
You can't trust your Forrester. They murdered our men.
It was a Forrester squire who did it. One Whitehill soldier dead. One Bolton. Yet your man lived.
He was within his right. They killed his family.
His right? He killed a loyal soldier in my father's army. Then you welcomed me into your hall like a proper lord, hoping I wouldn't linger outside long enough to notice your pathetic little army. That sort of insolence from one of our loyal bannermen will not do. So I've come up with a solution that will benefit everyone. The Whitehills will be taking control of your army from this day forward.
What? The Ironwood? But...
The Whitehills are nothing more than up-jump thieves.
You can't do that.
Why not? You know something the Whitehills don't? We are talking about trees. You grow them, you cut them down. It can't be that difficult.
The Whitehills had Ironwood, once, but now those hills are bare.
Hence the name, of course.
They know nothing of how to cultivate the forest.
Look at their sigil, my lord. A barren hill.
Do you want Ironwood for the next 5 years, or the next 50 generations?
The little lord does have a point.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm pretty good at
We'll
this.
try this. Lord Whitehill will take half of your Ironwood, and we'll see who fares better.
But my lord...
Half of something is better than the nothing you had before. To ensure there's no trouble, Lord Whitehill will install a garrison of 20 men within your walls.
But
Oh, gasp.
that we cannot abide. Ethan.
They'll help maintain the king's peace. And make sure there's no more trouble.
Whitehill men? Never.
It's already done. You have a man you trust?
My son, Griff.
Griff?
Griff?
He leads the garrison.
The Seven Hells he will.
That's...
That can't be the same Griff I'm thinking of.
Please, Sir Royland, don't.
That's a whole creepy smile.
You're not frightened, are you?
Lord Ramsay, please.
And you? Are you Lord Ethan's older sister?
I'm his twin, my lord.
Oh, twins. Well, like the Queen and her brother. Well, hopefully not just like the Queen and her brother. I never had a sister. Always wanted one.
We have more to discuss, Lord Snow.
I have an idea. You'll come with me. You can be my highborn ward.
Lord Ramsay, that's enough.
Do you like hunting?
Oh, that's creepy. His hunting is...
She's quite pretty.
Okay.
Your sister. We get along well. I suppose you can stay. Aren't you the bold lord?
Take the little kid instead. Oh my god.
What have you done?